everyone, this is Tiffany from PosiTiffy Diabetes. Some of you might already know me from following my PosiTiffy Diabetes Facebook page, where me and my family have fundraised for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation in the past. Or maybe we're just family and friends and you know me that way, or maybe you're new and welcome. What I want to talk about today is something that I've discussed in diabetes Facebook groups that I'm in. And I kind of put some feelers out there to see if people would be even interested in this or if I was going to be wasting my time. And I got a good amount of feedback. So what I'm going to be doing is a little bit of an experiment. But before I get into all of that, I do want to just tell you guys, full disclosure, I'm a nurse, but anything in this video is my opinion only, and you should seek professional medical advice. Anything that I give, again, is my opinion and it is not medical advice. So speak to your doctor, learn from them, see what they recommend. Also, I am not being paid or sponsored for my opinion here. So everything that you see in here is 100% my own opinion. Although I am wearing my JDR fundraising shirt, this video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form by them either. Solely 100% my own. Only reason I'm wearing the shirt is because, well, I love pink and it's going to direct you to my PosiTiffy Diabetes, which is where I'm going to post this video anyway. I'm going to speak in all the diabetes lingo. I'm not going to give definitions here. If you're not familiar and you need an explanation, I'm certainly going to post in the video comment below and things like that. And I'm happy to answer your comments and questions, but to spend time discussing and explaining everything that I say is gonna make this video super long. So without further ado, the reason why I'm doing this, I am, for those of you that might know me, my husband and I are trying to conceive, and with that comes a lot of issues related to diabetes. Basically trying to achieve the A1C goals that are needed to be given the green light to even start trying to conceive, and then the A1C goal of 6.0 or less to maintain throughout the duration of pregnancy. I've been a type 1 diabetic for, it'll be 19 years on August 27th. And in those 19 years, I don't think I've ever seen an A1C of 6.0 or less. I've definitely hit 6.4, 6.5, 6.6. Most of the time I hover in the 7s. But to be told that I needed to be 6.0 or less was mind-blowing. Originally, I was like, okay, no problem, I can do this. I have currently a Medtronic 670G insulin pump with a Guardian sensor and was running it in auto mode. But when I met with my doctor at the Joslin Diabetes Center in Boston, the pregnancy clinic, they had recommended that I come out of auto mode and just set my basal rates on my own to have more control, or to at least be able to achieve a lower target blood sugar. With auto mode, the target's 120 for those that don't know. And for pregnancy, a target of 120 is not going to get you to an A1C of 6.0. So with that being said, came out of auto mode several months ago. I did make some progress, got my A1C down by about 1 point, but not where it needs to be. I think I'm 7.4 right now. I was in the 8s after our honeymoon. Won't go into that. Anyways, so I also had a lot of frustration surrounding the Guardian sensor. I know a lot of people in the Facebook groups as well that I'm in for diabetes have expressed similar frustrations. Originally, I loved it. I advocated for it to many friends. People would ask me my personal opinion, again, not my medical professional opinion, my personal opinion, and I totally directed them to Medtronic. I loved it. And I'm not saying that I don't love it anymore, but I've been a Medtronic customer since 2003. And with this pump, I felt like we were promised the world and fell very short of that. And I'm not here to bash them. I'm just, again, giving my personal opinion. And in the year 2019, I feel like with the medical technology that we have, there's no reason why we can't achieve better diabetes care. So with that being said, my endocrinologist recommended I try the Dexcom G6 sensor. So I also, I got it, basically. I tried to go through the insurance, tried to get my doctor to do a prior authorization, a letter of medical necessity, all of that. But because I am still under warranty with my Medtronic, it was not covered. Luckily, via the Facebook groups, I learned that Costco carries the carries the Dexcom G6 sensor, transmitters, and receiver. You don't need the receiver though, from what I've read, to be able to obtain your blood sugar data or your sensor data. So I went to Costco's today, had my doctor do the script like a week ago, went there today to pick it up. I spent for a 1 month supply, which is 3 sensors, 3 G6 sensors, $318.10. And for a 3 month supply of transmitter, which is just one transmitter, it lasts 3 months, I spent $145.51. Now, I was not a Costco member before this, so I spent $60 on a membership. Factoring out the membership cost, because that's a one-time thing, the 1 month supply and then the transmitter would bring you to a total of $463.61. Without a Costco membership, it's $662.22. So that right there is $165.60 difference. So for me, it was a no-brainer to spend $60 now. Either way, I'm still saving $100, and then each subsequent month, I'm going to save more because the membership is a yearly membership. So with that being said, I went today and I picked it up, and I'm really excited to go through this with you guys. So what I am going to do is, I'm going to unbox it, and I don't think there's really any pertinent information on here. Not that you guys want to steal my prescription coverage, because guess what? I paid for it out of pocket. But anyways, so here is the 3 month supply of these sensors. Excuse me, 1 month supply. I'm so used to a 3 month supply because that's what I get right now with Medtronic. Oh, so they give you a nice little starter booklet. Okay. And then these are, wow, these are pretty heavy. These are the sensors. So I think one thing that I don't necessarily like about this versus Medtronic right off the bat is how much waste there is. And I've seen that in a lot of Facebook groups. Actually recently, oh, I can't think of her name, but I totally want to give her credit. I actually did a nutrition consult with her last year. And if I had actually kept up with the plans she set for me, I'd be way ahead of myself right now. This woman, you'll find her, diabetes fitness coach, nutritionist woman. She's awesome. And her name is just escaping me right now. It's driving me crazy that I can't think of it. But anyways, she has a great YouTube video on how to disassemble these so you can recycle a huge portion of it, which is awesome. Glad she shared that because, again, I really am not up for the waste. So awesome here. Anyways, so go back to that in a minute. So there's those. And then this is the little transmitter. That's it. This is the 3 month long transmitter. Now, I think the thing that I actually like about this is that it is 3 months. That's it. Where Medtronic, I'm locked into a 1 year contract, or a 1 year, I think, prior auth is what they said, because I have an existing auth on file. I can't get a new one. So every 3 months you get a new transmitter. So if your transmitter breaks or cracks or there's something wrong with it, you know, every 3 months you're going to get a new one. It's kind of nice. I heard some people have complained about it because they didn't realize, oh, well, I had so many stocked up and then these ones expired. Well, since I'm paying out of pocket right now, I'm not worried about having a stockpile of stuff like I do with my Medtronic. And we won't go into the reasons why I have a stockpile of quick sets, probably because I'm not changing every 72 hours like I should. But anyways, all that aside, I'm really excited to unbox this and to go through a month-long journey with you guys. And I really do hope you follow along, because what I'm going to do is wear the Dexcom G6 sensor side by side with my Medtronic Guardian sensor for 1 month. And I'm also still going to do finger sticks. I know that with the G6, You don't have to do finger sticks unless you don't feel that the reading correlates with how you're actually feeling. But for the intents and purposes of my little experiment, I am going to still finger stick, compare the sensor data on both pumps, or excuse me, on both sensors, and record it, make a graph, and I'm kind of going to do these little check-in videos with you guys just to tell you how the process has been going. And then I'm going to share it. I'm going to type it up, post it, whatever I feel like doing in that moment, because I think it's important to have real data. I mean, yes, you can go online, you can look at the studies, you can look at the research and the clinical trials and things like that, but not often do you find this type of research. I don't know. I don't want to call it research. I feel like it's not research. But you're not going to get this informal, let's sit down, have a conversation about it, view, you know, whether you're just reading an article online. So I'm hoping that with this video and with this next month that you guys can make an educated decision for yourself. Again, I am not being sponsored by any company. I'm not being sponsored by any diabetes fundraising clinic, even though this is what I have on right now. Again, it's just because it has the PosiTiffy diabetes. This is just solely my own video because I found that I think it's important, and I think there is a need for the community to have accurate data. I mean, we have people saying, yes, go with Medtronic, it's great. And then we have other people saying, go with Dexcom, it's great. Go with Freestyle Libre, it's great. I'm not going to wear 3 at once, by the way, so sorry, but Freestyle Libre was out for me. So I don't know, I feel like it was fun to do this, or it's going to be fun. I can't say was because I haven't started yet, but I'm excited. With that being said, as I think I previously mentioned, I have the Medtronic 670G. I was one of the first, I don't know, not going to say the first to get it, but I'm pretty sure I got it in May or June as soon as it was released because I was on the upgrade program. I started with the 630, and then as soon as this came out, upgraded pretty quickly. Again, I've been a Medtronic customer since 2003, but over the last year and a half, 2 years, my faith has wavered. So that's why I'm branching out. Part of my doctor recommending to try the G6 was also the recommendation to use a pump that could communicate with the G6 because the Medtronic has their own sensor, their own pump. Obviously, those things are all tied in together. So with that being said, my doctor put in a auth for a tandem insulin pump, which I've gotten. I have not started using it yet. I'm actually getting trained tomorrow. Although I feel like I could figure it out, I'm still going to wait for the official nurse diabetes educator trainer, even though I'm a nurse and a diabetic. I'll wait. But again, so just kind of sharing that I'm going to have several different experiences as we go through this month-long journey together. So you may see me wearing the tandem in the next video or so. With that also being said, I tend to be a little bit of a hoarder when it comes to my diabetes stuff, and I've saved every insulin pump that I've ever had that at least works, unless there was some sort of buyback program. So digging through my old stuff, I found, now you guys may not be excited about this, but once I explain to you, you may understand. I found an old Paradigm insulin pump, specifically a 522. Now, what that means is this is a loopable insulin pump, okay? For those that are not familiar with the term, it's basically creating your own closed loop insulin pump system, kind of like what Medtronic promised us with the 670G, except on your terms. With the 670G, the target blood sugar is 120. With looping, I can make the target whatever I want. So, with that being said, I'm super excited because I'm happy I figured this out. I spent hours and hours reading and researching. And last night I purchased my Riley link. Now, I know I'm getting into a lot of terms that you guys may not understand, but there is a whole community out there. There's actually a Facebook group called Looped, L-O-O-P-E-D, okay? And they have a whole website dedicated to learning how to loop and how to do it, and there's other pumpers out there that already do it that can give you advice and feedback and things like that. So I'm just super excited to also start doing that. So with Loop, there is a lot of things to do. You have to build an app, you have to set up the app, you have to plug in the operations and things like that. So that part I'm gonna do a whole separate video on. I'm not gonna relate it to the Guardian sensor and the G6 sensor comparison video, but for the purpose of kind of doing an overview here today, I just wanted to tell you that that is something else that you will be seeing soon, hopefully. I'm going to start building it and kind of do little tidbits here and there. You may see how frustrated I get because I'm not super tech savvy, but I'm certainly going to try. So with that being said, I am going to end the video for a quick break. I'm going to insert the Dexcom G6, and my Medtronic sensor is already in. It still has about 3 days and 15 hours left, which I think is actually perfect because the Guardian is only approved for 7-day wear. So that'll give me 3 days, where the Dexcom is approved for 10-day wear. So if I put the Dexcom in today, by the time I put in my next Guardian sensor, they should be linked up to be side by side. That's my hope. Or I might just waste the sensor. I think I feel like I'm gonna waste it and just start over fresh. I feel like that would be better for you guys, and it actually might be better for me. It's 8:30 at night right now, so I normally don't start a sensor at nighttime, but I'm gonna do it for the purpose of the video. I'll do a midnight blood sugar check if I need to calibrate my Medtronic. But if I'm lucky, I don't think I'll have